everybody. Another life here, another day. Kind of like Mercury retrograde. Love him, right? I love him too. It's just crazy. Put you in situations that they're not yours, right? It is what it is. But we are talking about today here. It's the transformation, the power of the transformation, and what that does to you, and why do we have to transform. Okay, you need to know the certain things about transformations, and to transform is to change something from its original state of creation. Okay, another word of transforming is very well known: hacking or hacker. So you need to become yourself a hacker. But what that means to you? Okay, that's not the person sitting behind a computer hacking a computer so you get your information. No. The origination of the word hacker comes in from a person who takes something and transform it for better or for worse. So you don't look at it in these positions, but you have to look at it that you have to become a hacker to your own self to transform. You have to become the master and the destroyer of yourself for this. So this process for you of transformation, if you get into it and you understand, and if you look your current situation where you are, will determine it how you transform. Okay, because the person who you have to become and the person that you are raised, programmed, and so on is different from the person you were meant to be. And all of a sudden, you're looking for this happiness, you're looking for these changes. You're realizing that why I'm not happy, why I'm not the person I want to be. Whoops. Why I'm not the person I want to be. The person you want to be is the person, is the type of personality within your soul and your internal world that you know you have to reach the state. But for somehow, some way, some reasons, some situations, some programmings, or some events in your life, you're not where you need to be. Why? Because it has to come to this point you to transform, and that becomes your life purpose. You. Okay, you may not going to realize on a subconscious level. Hi Shadow, thank you for being here and thank you for saying hi. Hello everybody who stays in the shadow. Not really shadow you, but they just watching the videos, which is good. um, so to look at these positions up here, okay, within yourself, it is about take and analyze this need of transformation. Why do you need to transform? If you want to do something, you want to know why, because when you find your why, you will find the how. Okay, how to transform. But if you don't know why you want to transform and you go in yourself and you're working on doing a self work, or you're reading books, or you're reading certain things, or you're going out watching videos, self help, or whatever it might be, you don't know why you're doing it. So basically, you just doing a job without you getting paid. So you're looking at it's like, well, I did so much work, I did this, but there is no results. There won't be no results. You don't understand why. And transformations begin with this beautiful realizations within you why you want to transform. What was the reason? And you begin to look at it. Well, I did that. This might make me happy, or that maybe make me happy. You achieved. You look, and at some point in my life, I was looking at the position maintenance manager. It's gonna put me on these positions that I'll be happy. Of course, I reached my goal. And guess what? Find out what kind of BS was. Okay, wasn't what it I thought it should have been. Okay, but I have my reason why. I study for it. I got this. Hi, Maria. I study. I did the things, and guess what? I've reached the goal. But I understand that I had to grow. I had to evolve to this point. Down the road, when I was awakened as a twin flame, I look at it, this transformation in me. I look at it, these positions of transformation, and I found my why. My why at the beginning of awakening as a twin flame. Uh, Hi, Alaya, and I have no words for you. Thank you, thank you, and thank you for being here. I hope you know what I'm gonna do with you. I'm gonna call you afterwards and we'll talk. Okay. Great to be on live as well. I really appreciate you generosity gifting of knowledge. Many things resonate in this part of my journey. Thank you. And yes, a lot of us we are in the same journey. And when I awakened as a twin flame, when I was transforming, I broke this shell out of me of hiding, and like most of the people who get into the twin flame journey, they begin to hide and don't stay at home. Their partner feels like something's wrong with them. They're in this state of love or shining. And yeah, I understood that early when I was awakened. There was no information. There was no parts about twin flames. There was a lot of knowledge that everyone should have access to it. And my journey as a twin flame, I find my why. I have to be doing what I do. And now I'm getting this, what I do, and what I am supposed to be doing, I am doing it now. And that's what I'm talking to you about is transformation. Okay. For you, maybe it could be something different. For you, maybe transformation it is to become, hey, Josh, thank you. Appreciate it. Namaste, my friend. I appreciate everything for you. Thank you for the super chat. Means a lot to me. I want to tell you this support means a lot to me for it. And oh God, I'm just speechless now. See what happens in here. Yeah, okay. Your transformation maybe it is this deeply part from within you. This transformation from within you kind of like chasing it all your life. Okay, but why you don't succeed in that transformation? The reason you're not succeeding in this transformation is, first of all, is your why, and then the fear. Overcome the fear of your actions. I had to step out of the fears to be misunderstood, to everybody's laughing at me, to everybody just like punching me on the face. All my friends, I knew I'm going to lose all the friends. I knew I'm going to lose a lot of the people. I knew I had to go deep within and transform and stop worrying about things that I don't have to worry about it. I have to worry where I am going, what my actions are, what my resources are, what my situations are, and act upon it. Act. Actions, okay, are the form of transformation. You may know, I mean, all kind of meditations for manifestations. You may know all kind of energy work. You may all know all the philosophy things. You may know all the information you need to know about this transformation. But if you don't take the actions of doing this transformation, you will never complete that transformations in life. And I understood back in the days that be in this secrets Facebook rooms, okay, is not going to help the people. I left this closed rooms. I'm like, has to go public. It can't be hidden. Okay. I mean, right now in my two rooms, which is they're publicly opened, I am Twin Flame and I am Twin Flame International. They're in the Facebook. They're both opened. Okay. Transformation it's not only about twin flames. Okay. Your transformation has to become a public to be truth, because you telling everyone this is the truth. And there is no more powerful information and confirmation about your transformation. Okay. That's what that is. That's the bottom line, because you are born to do this. That was in me. But in you, when you take a look at yourself, what are you are born to it? For example, I begin to work with electricity in the 4th grade. Okay. By the 6th grade, I was repairing TVs and stuff. The electricity and electronics and fixing machines and repairing things become gift to me. But that is my gift, so I can apply it to have a profession, so I can support my financial life. Okay. Now that helped me over the time to develop it and to have enough financial support so I can be able to do a support, non-paid, give it away support to people. Okay. This is how the universe works. It's a transformation. The universe gives you everything in you. All right. The problem is why you don't transform. So, all right, let's see what the chat. Hi, CJ. Hi, Lightworker. Hi, Jenny. Maria already say hi. But why you don't transform? Okay. You are not transformed for many reasons. One of the main reasons is, okay, you may be stuck on time. You may be stuck on something, events, problems, situations. You stuck in time and you kind of like don't move forward. And that stuckness from within you never grow up to that point to understand that in you transform. Until a time comes in when a forcing you to transform. What I mean, time comes in to forcing you to transform. Could be cases, situations, life events that tells you, listen, it's time for you to transform. It's time for you to change something. You see how much crap you have done? Okay. Well, take a look your hell. You made that hell. That's your hell. Now I'm going to walk you through this hell. You understand what did you do, and now you will understand what you need to transform in order you to become what you are meant to be. But what you are meant to be? Everything that you ever dream of. Your dream inside of your internal world with your soul, that's what this is. That is your spiritual inner child talking to you. What you want to have in life, because this is who you are. Your spiritual inner child has those dreams given to the inner child. And when the inner child is wounded, then the spiritual child is wounded as well. So now when you're stuck in time, you can move on. So certain events comes in and you might losing a job or losing money, friends or relationships and so on until you reach rock bottom. The only people who know what rock bottom is when they've been there before. They understood what this is. Okay? And then that rock bottom, when you go up, that is the time when you run through this hell that you fall down in your own trap, and now you're down there. You look back up, you get up, and you walk away. Um, Another thing, what it comes into time of transform, it is you finally, okay, decide your ego cannot control your life. You finally stop disagreeing with your soul. You finally said, you know what? I was in super control. I was a control freak. I had so many issues. And guess what? My life is misery. Why is misery? Because I was in control. What I hadn't listened. I didn't listen my soul. Now you listen your soul. You go into your spiritual inner child. You see your dreams, and he's like, that light bulb comes up. You see what you need to do. You look at it that you have to transform. You roll up your sleeves, and you do, and let's get to work to transform. When you transform, hi Margaret, thank you for being here. When you transform, there's going to be a lot of things that's going to happen to you. Okay, first of all, people would tell you that you're nuts, something happened to you, because your version, your old version that agreed with everybody, your version of the person that exists before this realization, all of a sudden is not there. And you're like, what's going on? There, what's going on? And you just got to tell them the truth. Listen, I stopped disagreeing with my soul. Huh? What? Yeah. I'm going to be changed. I'm going to be doing this and this. What? Are you not going to go with us to the bars? Are we not going to go have some fun? What the heck with you? And he's like, you know what? They're going out to bars and have some fun and going around here, there. I'm wasting my life. I have things that I need to do. I want to be happy. I want to achieve something. And you look on these positions, you can begin to change. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose family. You're going to probably lose job if that is a business related. You might losing things going on. But your goal is transformation, to transform, because you want to finally live the life that you are meant to be. When you begin to transform, every time you transform, this is going to be a signs of you transforming for a better. Okay? Every time you do one transformation from what you used to be to what you are meant to be, okay, you will feel a huge satisfaction and internal happiness in you. Your internal inner child and your spiritual child, they'll be happy. Okay, they will be happy. You will be happy. Now, this happiness is not for somebody else, it's for you. Okay, it is for you. And then the more you get this internal happiness, is like, now I got the key. Now I got the ink that opens the door. to happiness. All right? Was the love. The love that helps me to transform myself, the self-love in me. All right? And then from that point, you continue, improve, and works on it, and you transform this hell of yours through the life to become a paradise of yours in life. Now you begin to match your internal world, as you're the person you are meant to be, with what you are. You matching the frequencies, you matching the gravitation pulls, you matching everything inside of you. All right? The transformation is continuous. It really doesn't end. Light worker, yes, it really doesn't end at certain point of view. And let's say, because I like to go deep. Okay, you transform, and let's say you reach this 100% transformation. Then you enjoy life as you transformed. Now you can gain some more stuff for it. You can do a lot of things. But if you succeed on that transformation, okay, guess what? You will have time to enjoy that life. The people who successfully transform their life, they become this happy personality. And guess what? They don't have to do much in life because they understand whatever they have is enough for them to make them happy because it's matching their frequency. Okay? But you die, you come back. So guess what? Here we go again. The transformation doesn't end. And here, light worker, you are absolutely correct. Okay? So always looking at the things of two opposite directions and unite them. All right? There is never pretty much like something that it's constant. Everything moves, changes. Okay? Another reason for you not transforming, that will be your culture or religious environment, where they say you cannot be this, you cannot be that, that's not allowed. You can't act like this, and so on and so on. Things that are within the twin flames. Okay? Things that are within the twin flames. And within the twin flames, they are rebels when it comes to this. They are fast and the furious because the soul inside of them, it says one thing: I don't give a crap. I understand what I am in my eternal world. I understand and what I need to transform, and I cannot help it. It is my journey. I have to transform. And that's what the beauty is with the twin flames who understand transformations. They really, come on. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you're on the twin flames journey here, you definitely knows what that is. The eternal fight inside of it. Okay? Transformation that comes in you, it's pushing you. Because the spiritual and inner child and your soul, it's telling you, come on, this is what you need to do. And you feel it with every cell in your body, what you need to do. That is when you listen this, that is the part of transformation. But if you kind of like zip it off and you go against that, all right, you feel this pressure waves, you feel like anger, you feel like something is not right, the lies are bothering you inside of you. It is like everybody's wrong in your life, and you're this agitated, angry personality, and it's like, whoops, why I'm angry? All right, maybe of anger, out of an anxiety, out of a fear that you are what you are. Okay, that fear can create more additional hell, so it can come to this transformational point that you broken down. A lot of the people who were transformed, they will be broken down. You broke what? You broke that portion of stop creating a hell, and you broke to create a new beginning of yourself. That's what this transformations is. That's what this internal power of the soul is transforming you, not something else. Okay, but look at it in your subconscious. The subconscious knows what you did and what you did not, what is right, what is wrong. Okay, what is the two situations, what is the two conflicts in you, what is all this from within. And then you realizing what that is, you find the information what it is, and the last step is roll up your sleeve and get to work. Transform your world. You don't like where you live. Guess what? Sell everything, find the best place that you feel your soul feels good, and go live there, go move there. But you're going to be resonate with your soul. You will have these vibrations in you with the place you live. Now you're happy with the place you live, right? You're going to begin to do the things that they make you happy. Maybe you are a doctor, okay? If you're a doctor, for example, all right, all of a sudden that you specify in some kind of field, and there is this prestigious hospital or clinic, you really wanted to go and perform there, because there it goes the worst cases. You're not just going to work there and it's like, checking up on patients. It's like, okay, this and this, go to this hospital, they'll help you out, and here you go, make money. You're not born for this. You're born to deal with the strongest, heaviest, hardest, the most weird things that nobody has to work with, because you are built to do this. You are built for it, and that is one of the transformations you know within yourself. Okay, you want to go there because that is your calling. That is your inner call. That's what you transform. That's what you change. Okay, if you guys have so many questions, I'm ready to take some of it. Let's see, light worker. When one TF embraces the transformation, it does the inner work and the other doesn't, creates a lot of guilt. Is there is a choice, and I have to honor that, but very hard to accept it. If you the one transform, the other doesn't. The only reason that does is because there is a lot of ego based disconnect for it. The one works from soul and the other works from ego, which is two opposite sides. You have to respect their choice. They don't want to work. They're always going to have the guilt within the soul that it's a missed opportunity. Within the twin flames, the missed opportunity, it is, the guilt is like, I hope no human being can deserve that guilt. Okay, I tell you, this guilt in the soul, within the universe of the missed opportunity, and you really using your ego to suppress your love feelings, and you are full of guilt because of that, and you know you're doing it because you have so much of this agitation or stubbornness, because of the ego is in the control, is unbearable for some. Some people, they will die from this stubbornness, but not admit to this, not transform, simply because they want to show off how powerful their ego is, compared to become this personality that they need to be transformed. Usually, those people, the twin flames like this, you gotta forgive them and let them go. Give them an opportunity to do realizations. Give them an opportunity, their world to crumble to dust. Okay? Give them in there that guilt to, in the soul, to work itself out. That suffering. Because that suffering in them is going to lead them to the truth. I need to understand the growth. It's not when everything is good and pretty. No. The growth is within the suffering and the pain. For example, your twin flame abandoned you. They don't want to work. Now they have this guilt in them. Now they have all these problems. And all of a sudden, that guilt in them is working on them. They create this hell within them. And now it comes to a point that that hell created so much hell inside of them, that guilt is work on them, and now they came into the point of transformation. And if you're the person who transforms, you really have to allow them to do that transformation by cut them off. I spoke with someone that had that kind of tower moment, and she told me, I finally understood what is this unconditional love is. I was on the other side. I was controlling and doing this and this. I was this, player. I was always looking for, to have a, huge car or good lifestyle and do this and do that. And when I met him, then I hit my tower moment. I hit this situation. Now I know how to love. Now I know that I have to give the love. Now I understand what this love is. But they're in separation, right? And that's how all the transformations happens. Through this tower moments, to this destruction. Because you can't build something good on the base of something bad. It will crumble to dust. So the guilt inside can be felt from the both twin flames. That's a guilt that they did not work together. Let me explain about this. They did not work together. They did not work together because for one way, for another, there was a control, or it was not actual control. They thought that the one tries to control the other. When they push their buttons of what they need to work on it, the one or the other can, usually the runner, accept this. Oh, they're trying to control me and try to tell me to change. They're forcing me to change. But here is. They push your button to tell you, hey, look at your transformation. It is about this thing that you do is not going to help in the future of who you are. I seen this in you. Okay? But they taking it like you forced them to transform, to change. No, the journey is the collective journey as a twin flames forcing you. Okay, but most of the people, when it comes to this position, they taking it as a control, and then when they taking as a control, the ego kicks in, the misunderstanding kicks in, the harsh words kicks in, the situation kicks in, and now it's like two opposite ways. And that guilt of not doing the things right affects mostly the runner, the one who bolts out, but not the person who goes forward. And that's what this is. The guilt I felt when I actively blocked my twin was like bearment. I felt it was I was dying. Oh yeah. Sometimes if your twin flame really breadcrumbing you, your twin flame doesn't give you this energy, time, attention, or honesty, or even worse, if your twin flame is dishonest for some reason because of old habits or the way their way of their life was before meeting you, it's still there. All of a sudden, uh, you have to do this. First of all, to save yourself, and a second of all is to kind of like send them to their own hell, to look at it themselves. It happens naturally. Okay, it's like, you know what, I had enough of your BS. I ask you about this, I ask you about that, I ask you about this, and then that's what there is. You know what, guess what, divine also steps into that portion. And one of the divine steps into that portion, there is different guilt though in there. You know, it's different when you have a guilt between two twin flames. There is different guilt if you have a guilt dealing with divine. When a divine makes you guilty, you don't want to go in that pain. I'm telling you, you don't. And if you use your ego, I mean, you will be nailed down before you say, And some of it could be begin a very harsh lifetime. You kind of like feel to isolate, you feel things till you don't look for this tower moment of realizing, all right, I had enough, transforming. That's it. I had enough. I surrender. That's one of the reasons why people surrender to God. Okay, that is the one of the things that people do this. And when they surrender to God, which is before I begin into my journey as a twin flame, I wasn't happy in my marriage. I wasn't happy in my life. I mean, I had a job, I had a work, but I wasn't happy. So here it's me. I'm going to a Christ Community Church in St. Charles, Illinois, and it's a huge church. It's non-denominational Christian church. So here is, I'm listening about, what are they talking about? I feel the energy that goes on inside of me. And they say, surrender life to God. So guess what? After the ceremony, there is like a prayer place. And I went in there. I did my prayer. It's like, you know what, God, I know that life of mine wasn't good. You know what? It's time for you and I to work together to be happy. But in order for this to happen, I understand, God, I need to surrender my ego, my pride. Okay, had to do it. Guess what? I did it. 3 weeks later, though, I had the ignition of a twin flame, and the thing then there, they were very much changed, and that transformation. The transformation with divine begins when you surrender to it. The transformation from within begins when you finally stop disagree with your own self. Transformation with your twin flame begins when you understand the things of disagreements between you and your twin flame. And that's why it's all about this. They shut off the connection for a little bit. I don't know why they're doing this YouTube. But I know they stopped the connection for a little bit. If you guys listen to me, please write it in the chat so I can know that the connection is good, okay? And I will begin to look at some extra questions you guys have. All right, but that's what the bottom part is. It could have been a buffering. Connection is good. All right, thank you guys. That's what this is. Disagreement is you do not agree with the contract. You don't agree with the clauses in that contract. You don't agree with the things the way they are. You don't agree within yourself. You don't agree with your twin flame. You don't agree with the divine. And that is one of the huge points when you look inside of yourself is why I'm not happy. Duh. Do you honor your words? Do you honor your truth? Do you honor God in you? Do you honor your own self, your soul? Do you honor your twin? That's where you're not happy. That's what you look in your question says. Okay? But if your twin doesn't work on it, you have to transform yourself and honor the contract with the divine. Divine has to work with them. If they don't honor a contract, not you. Okay? All right, let's look at it. Questions. I've been disconnected with someone I was seeing. I have found my soul's desire, the twin. It's like I don't desire anyone else except that frequency. Josh, yeah, there can be a point of you only desire a certain frequency. And when you're trying to engage with another frequency, now it's like you can't engage. Why? You can't engage. All right. The engagement will come in if it's meant to be. If it's purposefully, you have to meet someone to help you in your journey. See, when you're going in your journey, you're climbing that mountain called journey, you will meet people. Some people will help you out. Maybe some people is going to be jealous of you that you're that ahead and they can just drag you down so they can be staying up there. But they don't understand that the moment they do this, they actually go down below further. That is something else for it. That's a whole another topic. But looking at this as a frequency, who doesn't give you permission? Divine, you, or your ego? Your energy of ownership that you think that that's the only, because they belong to you, their own property. We're talking about the twin flames because a lot of the twin flames are very toxic to each other because they're thinking of positions of they belong to me, they're supposed to be with me, they have to be with me, they must be with me. Oh hell, they have to feel all this. Codependency, ownership. Boom. And then there's this poof comes up. Okay, let's see. Connections, okay. What action did you take to block? How are you guys talking to each other? I have a question too. Okay, like what? Delete his number and text him not to contact me. I wrote all this, and the breakthrough came from Buddy and Archie. And the breakthrough came 5 weeks ago when I just changed. I wanted to change my life completely and let him go completely. I found my peace and have found his. Yes, during the peace, though, that's a very good thing, buddy. Thanks for writing this comment. Glad that you see you here in the chat. Uh, when you begin to find that inner peace, the inner peace, it's the one thing that show you that you're on the right road. Maybe within the twin flames, you will show that inner peace. You will tell you what you need to feel, how it needs to feel that. But if the ego part still in there, it's going to be separation. Now the guilt is you don't have that inner peace. Okay, it is important to allow the other twin, the other person, or could be your soul connections in higher dimension, however you want to accept it, or divine connection. Okay, it is that inner peace. When you're in the inner peace, that you know that you're doing something from within your internal world, and by doing this, you're in agreement with your own self. You feel good because there is no stress inside of you about your own self. I'm not talking about relationship with others or divine. Oh, I'm talking about personal you, to you. Okay, when you do this, then you know in the right road because you feel the completion. You becoming what you are supposed to be. You becoming the person you wish to become before he came here. Okay, before you came here. There was a one mantra that would say it's like, today I'm gonna win. Why? I'll tell you why. I'll win because I do everything that I wish to become. I gotta find it. It's a little script, and I will post it to you. It's kind of like a daily affirmation that I did for a very long time. Very, very long time. And that affirmation helps you to transform to the person you wish or you know what to become. Okay. All right. Let's look at some more questions. Yeah, learn that they're mirroring you energetically. And when you learn to love yourself unconditionally, the mirroring stops. Yes. Why the mirroring stops is because there has been already exchange of what the one needs to be done and what the other needs to be done. Petya and Andrea, they just made a very good video. I posted on Facebook of identity crisis. But you also have this identity crisis because the person who you wish to become and the person you are meant to become and the person you actually develop yourself or somebody involved developing you, like lifestyle or religion or parents, grandparents, and so on, and friends or work environment. Because what you surrounded with, that's what you become. Okay. And when you look at all this and what you look at what you need to become, so guess what? Now you have identity crisis in you. Okay. But you began with your twin flame through the mirroring. I mean, you do what she does, and she do, it's what you do. But guess what? It comes to a point that maybe you guys are separate, and now she using your skills in her life because that skills were missing. You will be forced to use her skill to become what you need to become. And the mirroring stops. Why? So you cannot interfere to each other. And all right, guys, you're very good at the chat. I'm happy. There's a lot of things going on like this. This live sessions. I think it's good for it. A long time ago, there was something called the Breakfast Club, and they was doing this empowerment things. Like some of you, it's in the self development. And hi, Ria. I'm reading your question now. I went through a twin flame obsession rampage and groups, grasps, and straws, and there's something in me changed. I want my outer world to mirror my inner world. Yes, that point right there, buddy, that is the point of a revelation that you need to transform because you want to become the person that you are meant to be. That's the self-realization of the soul. That's it, right there. And I bet you felt it with all your life cells that exist in you. I mean, deep within your bones, okay, where the calcium is. All right, Ria, let's see. Hi, Dio, can you please example of TF mission purpose other than raising the vibe and becoming conscious? Thank you. Can you please give us an example of TM mission's purpose? Okay, missions and purpose. Let me tell you about a missions and purpose. The basic and most overall mission of the twin flames to show up the love, what it is, what it looks like, what it takes to spread the vibes. Okay, I mean, if you connect it to the mission like a public service, public servants and lead and so on, if that's your purpose as a twin flames, you will know. You maybe go and making a bread, okay, selling bread, but everyone that buys a bread from you, you have these vibes that you love that you're putting into the bread. The people buying the bread and they're like, we don't know. We're buying a bread from everywhere around, but your bread, there's something in there. We don't know what to explain. Maybe you and your twin flame will work on financial service and helping people get out of debt. But when people comes in and they see these vibrations and they know you are going to be able to help them out with their financial burdens, guess what? Here's your mission in there. Okay. Maybe with your twin flame, you just have to build a family, and by family that you are and the people who you are, you're doing your thing. But all has connection with one thing. Show it to the world. Show it, not hide it. Okay, not being a secret agent. I talk a lot about the secret agents back in the days. You blocking yourself as a twin flame if you're a secret agent. You're not going to reach this 100% in you as a twin flame if you're going into these secret rooms and you do all this secretivity things. You're not in alignment with the divine. How you want to get your full potential, full powers if you're not in alignment with the truth? You're never gonna happen to you. Never. I mean, you gotta understand this. The truth and twin flames, and you getting your powers and getting into your purpose. These things, they are like with certain things you can't make excuses or go around or go manipulations or do a hiding things. No, that's it. Because God wants you to be truth and to be real to get the real things. That's the bottom line. Okay? All right, let's see what's going on here. Heidi. Okay, Ria, I hope I answer your question. Let's see. Most important thing to remember is to be gentle with yourself. Took me 9 years crazy to get there. Multiple rebirths. Buddy, multiple rebirths. That could be felt like you're dying and then you reincarnate, like having a new life. You know what this is? This is the stages of transformations that you do in your life. You're replacing one old thing in your old life with what you're supposed to become back then. So if that's a religion, you probably change the religion. So when you change the religion, then kind of like you reborn yourself. Then you change the view of relationships, then you do it again. You change your perspective about finances and material world, then now you're doing it again. And that's what these multiple rebirths are. Very good time. Thank you. This obsession is very real and drives you crazy. Obsession, yes. Obsession. There is a one song. Oh my God, what was his name? Man, I listen to him a lot. He's a big Latino star. He's got this song, Obsession. Man, what was that? It'll come up. It'll come up. But the obsession is something that once you learn what love is, you learn what obsession is. And that is a part of this transformation. But if you don't not obsessed, you will not understand what love is. Okay? That unconditional love, the one side is obsession, the other side is love. And the obsession says you belong to me, you're the only one, and so on and so on. And love says I love you and I want to be with you and everything else. But the unconditional love says like, listen, I love you for no reason. I don't know why I love you. Really, I don't. Huh? Yeah. I don't want. It is what it is. But why? I don't know. That's because you have no conditions. Obsession has conditions. The obsession is you're the only one for me. You're the only one you belong with me. You're the only one I resonate with. You're the only one that makes me happy. I love you because you're so nice, you're so kind, you are so this, you're so that. Whooped. That is a have to look for. Okay, let's see. I used to follow you so many years ago. Just your friendly face. You're welcome, buddy. Thanks for coming back in here. There is a portal open in the solar eclipse to generically move so many forward. Yes, because you move them so many forward because they finally see their BS, right? And the bullshit in their life. What did they do? Okay, yeah, you did a lot of things. Shadow, Gio, I don't consider myself a twin, but my partner, I consider her a twin. It's this stage strange to think this way. Shadow, what part of you and when you learn not to accept things? Because if somebody thinks that you are a twin flame, for example, and you don't think that you are a twin flame, take a look from within. Why do you think this way? What prevents you? I will look the events in life. Maybe at some point something happened and you don't allow yourself to be loved. Do you do a permission in yourself to be loved? Ria, thank you. I understood. It was a great help. You're welcome, Ria. The lower chakra is extremely important to ground you and keep you living in the present moment, or you will keep crashing after high. Yes, the lower chakras. The lower chakras is the grounding, it's connections to the Mother Earth. That's what they are created for. If you, for example, have a blockages in your lower chakras, then there is something from within you that blocks them in. I mean, a lot of the males are blocked their chakras down below because they were harmed by love, by physical love. They were hurt emotionally. And some of the mans, they become a demisexual because once they begin to understand that the love is not about sex and somebody used the sex just to gain support or material things, or they were only used the man for something, this damage within the masculine body is harsh. Because when you try to have a physical things, it's not like this, it's going down and you're wondering what happens. You need to go ahead and reconnect to Mother Nature. You need to go. There is a one video. It's called the Mirror Challenge. You need to go take everything out and look at yourself in the mirror and accept, send that love that somebody was supposed to give it to you, to yourself, to that masculine power. Reconnect again with Mother Nature. Learn ground techniques. If you don't know ground techniques, hit me on the Facebook and we'll do it. Okay? Because some of the females out there, they are using this power of the man just for something, and then they let him go, and all of a sudden, I mean, this could have been going for years and years, and all of a sudden, this, like, I don't want to have nothing to do with you anymore, or things like this, and then it's like, oh my God, what happened to it? Yeah, well, you're emotionally hurt. You're hurt in the spirit and the soul, and guess what? The energy doesn't flow anymore, and you're like feel disgusting about women. So if you're a man, if you're a female, that is a problem. If you're somebody forced to have a sex, or you have a lot of fears and you cannot open up yourself to intimacy. Okay, I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about intimacy. Okay, I mean the intimacy is affair of the soul. All right. There is the highest level of intimacy. Most of the females, they don't experience this ecstasy, orgasm thing, simply because they cannot relax. They cannot open up to this portion of it. A lack of fear of harm, a lack of open it up, a lack of something that is not right prevents them to experience the full thing. But the biggest lack is this: is They don't understand what the male is. And it doesn't matter how much sexual exchanges they may have, they don't feel it. Why? Why? Because the female part is about the creation. The female has to be open to receive. And if the female is not open to receive, guess what? She doesn't receive it, then she's closed. And when it's closed, the bottom chakras doesn't work. So now the female has to reconnect its root chakra to the Mother Earth to ground that. I mean, depends of the case. And some of the cases, if it's been forced, the female's been forced to have love, then you have to do special things. Usually, I don't pull them out and open to tell what it is because it's personal. Depends on the level. Sometimes you have to do things for it. But you reconnect your root chakra back into the earth. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. In there is going to be create the balance from. If your second chakra doesn't work, you have issues with letting go of releasing the things. Okay, so if you're holding your pain, all right, from within, guess what? You hold on tight in it. What you hold on? Oh, you hold on to your pain, so you're not happy. And since you're not happy, your root chakra is blocked. Oh, shoot. Wow. Now what? Transform. That's what that is to transform. Okay? Transform the sexuality to intimacy, to the higher love. You will feel it when that happens. Okay? The third chakra, why it doesn't come? Acceptance. You don't accept the things the way they are. Why? Why you don't accept? Oh, because your ego or something, or maybe someone leads you to believe in something that's not truth. That sometimes people, when they hurt other people and make them to believe in something, and then they prove with their action there is something is not. Now, guess what? Inside of you, that acceptance is all messed up. But it's by you. What do you accept? You accept the present moment of now. Okay? Oh, be extremely open, honest with yourself in this journey. Is that moment to start changing. Sorry to jump in, Leo. Oh, not a problem. You're more than welcome, buddy. More than welcome. My twin flame is with Carmen, who is actually thinks is a twin flame. My heart sank when I saw the photos. But this was always about healing me and letting go of any and all expectation. Sure, you gotta go with expectations. Also, you need to understand that your TF has to solve issues with the karmic people that are present here in this lifetime to come to you. Or there's going to be some issue. If your TF have a secret communications with the karmic, or things with the karmic they're not solved, or things with the karmic they really haven't let it go completely, all of a sudden divine is like, oh, there's something you don't know, we're not going to tell you, but guess what? Separation is in order. Job's not done. Oops. Yeah. Or she looked like a younger version of me, even looks like me, carry my unhealed victim mentality. Oh, buddy, why do you have a victim mentality? Don't go in that victim, all that crap mentality. No. Somebody wants to make you feel like a victim. Somebody who doesn't understand love. They want to feel you lower than them so they can be happy, so they can be winner, so the things can be going their way without understanding there is not their way, it is divine way. Then go focus on the divine and get away from this victim mentality. That is one very fast way of going and heal yourself, buddy. This is what I recently did to you. I got rid of the half my belongings and I feel free from energy now flow. Home feels beautiful. Here we go. Pretty good, buddy. Remember, one energetically helps to other, but it doesn't mean union in the physical. It means peace within. Yes. Peace within. You guys got to remember one thing about union. Before union, there was separation. After the separation, though, it's the realization of what love is. Then you clear the clutter, the mess out, and Shadow. Man, guys, thank you, Shadow. Hit me on the Facebook so I can, kind of like I give you the things. And ooh, I'm gonna do the astrology report after that. It's gonna be an emergency astrology report after that, and we're going to be talking about certain things in there as well. So Shadow, hit me on the Facebook, and I want to give you the energy back. Okay. So let me explain of this. Very early on the stage, when I learned about twin flames. Oh, my throat is dry. Ooh, I talked too much. It's already been 1 hour, 12 minutes. Bless you, brother, for your wisdom and raising the vibrations. You're welcome. Shadow. The stages after a separation, there is one stage of realization. That is the realization process of who you are, who they are, what prevents you, what clutter do you have. And usually when someone clear his apartment so you can have a room for you, okay, they remove half of their stuff. That's mean that you already prepare yourself of this. Okay, that's mean you kind of like did your job done. The realization process leads to the transformational process of cleaning, cleansing, and be ready for this divine. And it comes to the stage of surrendering to the absolute truth with the divine. And then divine says like, oh, you guys had enough of fighting? Oh, you guys had enough with the lies, or you guys had enough with the things? Ah, really? Ah, you did have. And now what? What should I do with you? And the both guys, it's like, we're ready. That's the moment of the divine that says, like, let me see, let me check. And if you're not, there is a thing you're going to do. Then when you come back to the divine, divine's like, okay, now I will put you together. Now. But if you're the one person, okay, goes there and creates all those manipulations and stuff and things like this, here again, another premature union. The premature union, it's the hurry up from the circumstances to be together. But the premature union, it's absolutely needed. Absolutely needed, because if there is no premature union, how you will know what you need to push buttons on it? You won't. You will never understand the situations that you are in unless you are into it. You will never understand the relationships you have with someone unless you go through the relationship. You will never see your own faults in these relationships if you're not there. You will not understand what the other person has to work on this. Yep, that's how it goes. The main issue is called the union of souls for a reason. It's all energetically, not physically. You're beautiful, so dear, and very spot on. You're welcome, buddy. Light worker. I will take a closer look at how he's generating mirroring. He's like the both don't have to completely. We don't want to completely go. If you don't want to completely let go, that's mean your ego is in control when you hold to something. Light workers through. Yep, that's how that is. That's how these things are. The mirroring works both ways. He's mirroring the love you denying yourself, and also mirroring all the insecurities back to you. The insecurities that can come in from lack of maturity. Lack of maturity. Okay. Lack of maturity can happen for so many reasons. And some of the people who are immature, they play games. Well, you can't play games when you are a twin flame and you are born to be a twin flames. This gaming things over the time is gonna be really ruin you, but you're gonna feel also ruining the bloodline and ruining the bloodline before you, also the bloodline after you. Okay, you gotta understand there is a lot going on behind all these processes. And usually, if you're a twin flame, the one of the reason not to do this is to get away from the bloodlines, step aside, disconnect. You're the black sheep, okay? Maybe sounds strange to you, but the twin flames who succeed, they disconnect from everyone, uh, the family tree. You don't believe me? Figure the things out. Maybe after the union, they kind of like connect to help. But what I'm talking about is this influence from the bloodline to the twin flames. It's impossible. It's going to become impossible because some of the influence from the bloodline can affect the twin flames journey as who you are meant to be. Okay, and if the one person denies and they listen their parents or they listen to family and everything or friends or some whatever it is for it, and the bloodline after them is going to be like that. There is some of the bloodlines they're disconnect because of this. In some of bloodlines, all of a sudden there is no kids. There is no creation in kids. It's impossibility anymore of creation of kids. Why? Because they don't want to continue this problem. The divine is stopping this. In some of the old countries, you may see this. All of a sudden, the people it's like, I don't want to have kids. Why? They don't know why. It stops with them. It ends with them. And they know. Deep inside, they know. All right. Let's see. Okay. Everyone and everything in action, others teaches something good or bad, and it has been shown to us wherever we learn. That's up to you. Yes, it's up to you if you want to learn or not. Look into yourself to find the answer, my friend, as why it's happening. Yes, right there. Why it doesn't happen? The answer is within you. And you guys found a very good shot. I like your energies, guys. Man, I like that. Okay, well, I want to have some few more questions, maybe like another 5 minutes. If you guys have any questions, I will take a quick, maybe 10 minutes break after that, and I will start the emergency astrology report, which is some of the people really understand what's going on. And that astrology report will help you with even this video that we just made. The running and chasing is basically about you, not them. Yes. If somebody runs from you, they're running from themselves. If you chasing someone, you chasing yourself. The fastest and the biggest way to stop running and chasing, don't chase, let the runner run. While the runner looks in his back that nobody's chasing them, they stop and they think, why you don't chasing them? You don't play kids' games. Running and chasing, it's a kid game. And we're doing this because of lack of maturity. Lack of maturity is the reason of playing hide and seek or run and chase. You know what some of the examples of this game is like, don't text him now, make yourself like you're important. Let him go, because if he loves you, he'll come back to you, but do it in a different way to see what his love is. But guess what? You let it go of the person. You let it go of the person. You harmed them, but you didn't understand. You harmed them, but you harmed the love in the heart they have for you. And now they don't express the love anymore because you're playing games. That is most of the comments of the runner chase. Let's not talk about if it's some other things involved, maybe family situations, money situation, or so on and so on. Yeah, there was a twin flames that she was like, he comes back to me and he has this gambling problem. He gets work, he gets a little better, and all of a sudden he gets his salary. And the first salary to show me, he just gave it to me. And guess what? The next salary, he gets the next check and he goes into the casino and spends it there. And now I have to support him. That's also games. This is why the runner chaser thing is, one of it has to stop it. The runner has to stop from running and the chaser has to stop from chasing. They meet again, they talk. Okay, but if there is a separations for it and hard separation, then yeah, that's a lot of things they need to be reevaluated. Oh my God. The running, yep, and the wondering gift of connecting back to God, source, universe, is the ultimate point of all. We are all one. Yes, CJ. Why is this running a common theme? Because we haven't evolved. We're still kids. We play stupid games with people's feelings and our own feelings. We're acting like kids. The running, it's one of the most common uh, conversation within twin flames, because people begin to learn things after the separation and the one person runs away. Why does he run? What did I did? What happened? I have no answers. I have to seek answers. And that's how most of the people who are twin flames, they found that twin flames, that they are in the twin flames after the runner chaser dynamic. That runner chaser dynamic is show up to grow, to evolve out of this shit, that crap. You're not involved with this. It's just, there is no way how to explain it. You gotta evolve into it. Every stage in twin flames, you gotta transform. That's what they're created for. The bubble love to show you the journey, and you're looking at making a plan. If you're making plan, if you don't make a plan, then the journey is going to bring you to making a plan. Then from making a plan, you're coming together, you push your buttons, and all of a sudden, poof, separation. If you don't make a plan, poof, there is separation. You go down the road and you evolve. Let's say you have a physical union or premature union, and all of a sudden, poof, poof, the buttons and poof. It's all about evolution until you come to this clean slate out of honesty, truth, and everything within you, within the person, and with the divine intent. That's the blessing. Phoenix Rising. Hi, Hessa. Hessa, I had no idea what picture you wanted me to show you, but if it's a picture of couple or some people that I talk about it or something, I gotta ask for permissions. And kind of like, okay, what's going on? All right. Buddy and yeah, spot on. I feel like I'm a different person, somewhat doing a new endeavor and finding what I like over a job I don't love lately. Fast roll. Yeah, you will feel different person. If you transform, you will feel a different person. You guys gonna excuse me for a second? All right. Okay. Haha, it's time for growing up now. Yes, Shadow. Josh, yes, this moon cycle has been a lot of twin focus. Yes, it is. Buddy, yeah, spot on. Thank you. That will entail real honesty and truth. Yes, and the false don't have that. Maria, exactly. Okay, exactly. Meditation, if now doing daily like never before, it helps me so much. Buddy, we talk about meditation here a while back. I have no idea if you watched that video. At some point, when you activate with your soul, you usually meditate to have inner peace within the soul. But once that connection between you and your soul become permanent, you will meditate instantly. You will recognize the problem. You will kind of like automatically go inside of your soul, and you're going to reach internal peace like that. Okay. Sometimes, though, you might feel energies that don't belong to you that will disturb your peace. That will be a different. You might need a little meditations to push that energy away, or to understand why that energy is in you. Okay, why is it there? Okay, buddy. What elements of experience are missing with a false twin? Truth, lack of truth, because until you become real to yourself, you're a false twin. Take that words and let it sink in for a little bit. You're not a real twin flames until you're not 100% honest, truthful, and so on and so on. You're false twin flames. Doesn't matter. Okay? Think about it. Twin flame and a false twin flame are very different, but share a lot of comments. Yes, it is. Soul connections. Why? Because only divine you and the twin flame knows who you are, and only divine gives the permission of union. Until that moment when you're union with your twin flame and you don't feel the presence of the divine within a both union, you haven't experienced the miracles from the divine, I would say you are probably in a false twin flame relationship because you haven't reached 100% truth. Probably. Either the one, usually the one or the other, it's not. You maybe have a soul connections with divine purpose. You may have a lot of things, but twin flames, you learned. Down the road, you will learn a lot more things gonna reveal to you when you begin to transform in the higher levels of existence. Once you do this transformation in higher level, you begin to see things differently, very differently. Sometimes you might wish not to be there, not to see them like this, because it's going to trigger your ego. But it is what it is. You guys know that word from me. It is what it is. That's the one of the most powerful words in the world. It is what it is. If you truth, honest, and being real, and it's 100%, you are who you are. You're your true self. Now that true self presents itself to the divine. Your true self presents it to your twin flame. If they are true selves, then you become the true union with the divine. You get it? Sometimes, though, things could be challenged because there is an inner work that needs to be done. Past life, sometimes. Okay. Past life sometimes can be a really messed up. All right, let's go look at it for it too. What are it? Twin flames. Why I think mine was a catalyst because of separation, but I still see her name through the week and still sure. The difference between the catalyst and the twin flame is the catalyst is going to run away right after fire their soul. That's it. You don't see them anymore. Catalyst just comes in to put your soul on fire. Then they disappear. That's their mission. Does it mean I have to find my purpose on my own now? Maria, before you're looking for your purpose, find yourself. And within yourself, you will find your purpose. Do that. If you need some help, find me on Facebook. We'll talk about it. His angelic higher self and passive. And we share so many gifts. It's unreal. He's shaman as I am. I see the angelic realm, quantum healing, shamanic healing, and so much more. It is unreal. Yep. Now you know, body, what I'm talking about. Okay. The thinking triggers you, and it's why it happens. Yeah. See, it's different when you talk the same language and you have confirmations, you know? So that's what this is. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go take a little break and I'm going to do a live astrology report, the emergency report, because of YouTube. I'm not allowed to make informations about 2 videos that I'm going to be doing live. So you guys know what it is. Lee, thanks, buddy, for the reminder of to meditate. Okay, Olga, you're welcome. Josh, not a problem. So, guys, after I finish the emergency report, we'll do the Facebook thing. All right, guys. Well, thank you. I want to say thank you to everyone here. I want to say thank you for the supporting me. Thank you for the super chat. I mean, it means a lot to me. Okay, it means a lot to me. That support means a lot to me. Thank you. All right, guys. I'll see you in a bit.